these aggrieved employees of the Ministry of Transport. Earlier on, a few weeks ago, they were seen at the grounds of the Capitol building in such a similar manner. So as you have been following the deal on the concession deal that was allotted to Liberia Traffic Management or to the Lebanese company, these employees have consistently been knocking on the doors of the Liberian government to ensure the deal is cancelled automatically, and Ministry of So that's one of the aggrieved employees just speaking to us, expressing her disenchantment of this controversial OTM deal. So you can share this live video, invite others as well, and keep making your comments. So we are still here at the right opposite the embassy, U.S. embassy in Monrovia, specifically, where these employees, aggrieved employees of the Ministry of Transport have converged, chanting anti-governmental slogans, to showing that the controversial traffic management bill given to a Lebanese company should be cancelled effectively and automatically. So they are demanding the Liberian government to cancel this due. So they have come to petition and have expressed their disenchantments with this government and the due and the controversial due awarded to their air traffic management.
If you try transport station, wake up. Transport station, wake up. If you try transport station, wake up. Transport station, wake up. If you try transport station, wake up. Transport station, wake up. If you try transport station, wake up. Station, wake up. If you try transport station, wake up. Station, wake up. If you try transport station, wake up. Station, wake up.
So what is that envelope in your hand? What is this all about?
They just wrote us.
Who wrote it?
The War House.
Okay. So
that means they listen.
So do you get us know what?
Somewhere. If they can address us, that means they listen.
They're being here today. That's the just being here today.
Our being here today is that we need justice and fairness. A concession can have two documents, two agreements, which of course, we are not saying the government from the back, but the two documents, let us tell which one is which one. Yeah. If they say the one that they just passed, the fake one, is what they're going by, let us tell our close on the Ministry of Transport.
Which one do you refer to as a fake one?
The one that said that transport will not be involved in any activities related to transport. Another one says transport will be involved, but we will license plate driver license and other things. They say that's the one the old government passed. But the one that says that transport will not be involved with any activities related to transport, that one got problem. So if it is the government that says that, then it means they should go by and rectify the agreement that brought transport to permanent. Cancel it, let us know. But you can't say you rescue people and bring the kind of thing out.
They did bring a formal petition for the U.S. Embassy.
Sure.
So when will it be ready?
They just want to that they are in meeting, no other than meeting the body and and the list of people that's going to be sanctioned by the ministry and based on their information into the book of concession.
But you come again, what did you say?
Conclusion that the U.S. Embassy today will lead the people being sanctioned.
No, yeah, we are requesting that. We are not saying they should. We are requesting based on an illegal involvement into the book of concession. Because wherever you say transport ministry and administration,
So you're standing charge? And they stop you from standing charge. And that was why you are getting your income from. What? You are getting income from that. And they stop you from doing it. So that's why you're protesting.
The protest now, I'm protesting for working the country and I'm protesting for them to get off freedom. We are also for this. We are citizens for this nation. We need freedom in this country.
You're not getting freedom to do your business?
Yes.
Do you still want to do your business and it's stopping from doing it?
Yes.
You still want to do it?
I still want to do it. But that's my game.
When were you selling it?
I sell him a Johnson part time.
At which time? We have administration.
I start selling him doing anytime. Although now I'm still selling, but my business goes down.
They have a first stringent measures against your job, sale or what?
Why you say?
They crack it down on you who are selling a job or what?
They keep suppressing me. Just they put 150,000 for me.
Is it a party to you?
Yes.
How you see the sale of jobs?
I see the sale of jobs because I need support from my family. I need to get my family money now. I'm care of 4 living children in this country right now. No support and my parents are focusing on me. Since I graduated from high school, no other thing for me to do. So I just try to join my bro. This is $1 bill. Who can money no more way.
So what you do your business?
No, I'm a qualified trader. I learn my trade at NCDC. I do general mechanic.
What about trade do you do?
I do general mechanic. I spell AC.
Do you have work now?
I don't work. Anywhere I go to the point, I say, you feeling what school? Everybody feeling what school? Everybody learns, go to school.
Oh, that's why you have diploma.
Thank you. I get high school diploma. I'm not feeling with school. But I learn my trade. I'm a bona fide trade man. Yeah, what's up, son?
So let's get back to you.
My trade make people call me $1 bill because I'm serious.
In the rest. The price is very increasing.
So
nothing dropping.
So, but then why you voted for rescue?
I voted for change. You are not seeing the change.
But if you say you voted for change, doing Joe Weirton, you was buying Buddha for. Sorry, don't cry. Sorry, don't cry, baby.
I tell the 40,000 trouble. I see people don't have me, don't tell me for the trouble. I owe you the teenage young man. I fell on the back of it. I'm in trouble. I get caught outside the team. You got to put it on to me. You got credit on the back and they don't buy it. You got a 10% increase. See, then pay the 40. Why you the winner? So I said they help me.
Okay.
2026 is the day we'll rally the people. A regime that is bending on compromising justice to please the political elites and the patronage must be met with the forceful resolve of the conscious militants and revolutionaries and the barricade of consciousness. Let us say this to those progressive in government: we are not disappointed, because when we all knew that a day will come that you will be at the crossroad. Yesterday, you championed the demand for April 14, 1979. It was all in your recitation that the progressive were never wrong to challenge multi-party democracy in this country. Today, Mr. Boyka is a beneficiary of the democracy that was ushered in by selfless men and women who laid down their lives, regardless of the men and women that stood before them, regardless of the army that converged them, to usher in a boycott that, according to him, could not even drink milk when he was born, to be living at the luxury opponents of the people and taking home a budget around 4 million, and you come here and make mockery of the people that sacrifice their lives in making sure that you live as opponents, and you think will allow you go scot-free by misinterpreting and misreading history. You are joking, Mr. President. You are joking. This is a historical course that we are prepared to.
I cannot go to school cause no more money. I can't stand no more cause no more food. I cannot go to school cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me Mr. Journalist, I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now, and I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Et c'est based on technology, et c'est based on war. Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. Yeah. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories.
A pleasant good evening and welcome to today's edition of the program, the Roundtable. Today is the 14th of August 2025. My name is William McGill, and I'd like to say a pleasant welcome to today's presentation of the program, the Roundtable. Here we're going to talk more about issues that matter the most about our beloved country, Liberia. We're going to dive into all the relevant topic across the country, as we also have our guest who is pretty seated to share, this program with us tonight. So again, welcome to Wiz TV. Invite someone to join the program, and hopefully we hoping to have Mr. Samuel Zell Abu coming on to join us for this presentation. Let's take a break with this music, and once we get back, we have our guests on to talk more about this presentation. My name is William Papa McGill. I will be right back after this break.
Come take our coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leak, there's nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with our children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got bigger oh, we got bigger hey, yo. There is no job, no money for hustlers.
Welcome back to the program. On today's presentation, let's welcome Mr. Abu before we can have our guest. And good evening, Mr. Abu, and welcome to our final presentation of this week.
Thank you so much for tonight's presentation. I've always been wishing to listen to you. I'm getting the feedback. If there's any way you can control it from your side.
Okay. Let me see if I can lower my monitor a bit. And I don't know if it's okay now, but yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's fine for now. And we just want to say welcome to all of our viewers out there from around the globe. And today we'll be coming to you with a very, very, very good discussion. Especially we'll be talking about the Cottington University Alumni Association in the Americas. And we'll be talking with the president, Massa Morgan, and she's going to be here with us to tell us that they are having some beautiful events coming this weekend and to tell us exactly what is going to be happening. But Miguel will tell you guys what is up. My name is Samuel Abu, and I just want to say welcome to the round table of Wiz TV.
Thank you for coming on tonight. Before we bring our guests, one thing to surprise you and interest you, I graduated from the Episcopal School. I graduated, from an Episcopal high school. So yeah, having Madam Marsha Morgan is a pleasure. Let's say good evening to you, Madam Morgan, and welcome to the round table.
Thank you, Mr. McGill, and thank you.
Oh, Mr. Welcome, Marsha. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is the great Master Morgan, still knowing you from way back from Cotton University College.
Yeah.
And today you have come as far as coming to the top of the alumni associations, not only in Liberia, but now in the great United States and representing the highest one in the diasporas. But welcome to Wiz TV.
Thank you for having me.
Magilla, let me just kick off. We don't want to waste much of your time. So our viewers out there, we are going live from both Liberia, the United States, and we have our viewers and listeners all around the globe, and especially those who graduated from Cotton University College in Swakopmund County, Liberia. We see that they are all excited to be listening to Massa tonight, and many of them, I think, have already booked their flights. They have already booked their hotels. They have prepared themselves, and they are now moving to us, Maryland State in the United States, the eastern coast of the United States, to come to this wonderful program. The program is in two folds. Madam Massa Morgan will be ending her term, and a new group will be taking over. We don't know whether they're going to continue with what she did or they're going to come with a new plate and everything. But Massa, just tell me exactly. I don't know the details. Just summarize what is going to happen this weekend.
This weekend, every year, as alumni of the Cotton University, we get together to raise funds for our alma mater. We call ourselves the Scorpion Nation, and when we get together, not only camaraderie that we enjoy, we enjoy raising money for the school to help our brothers and sisters back home.
You see, now you have given me a new phrase, the Scorpion Nation, because calling Cotton University Alumni Association in the United States is such a long one. But now, from now, we're going to be talking about the Scorpion Nation. The Scorpion Nation, we say, can you tell us, when did it start?
The Alumni Association started in the United States about 33 years ago, where people came together and decided that we needed to benefit, they wanted to benefit at their alma mater. So, we came from a war and a lot of people resettled in the United States. So the group of Cottonians came together and wanted to give back to their school, to their university. So that's why the Alumni Association birthed. That's how it birthed.
Coming this time, 2025, what can you say will be like the membership is?
The membership. Yeah, we have two groups of members. We have the we have active members. These are members that pay their yearly dues and they're able to vote and make decisions for the association. There are still others that affiliate with the group that graduated from Cotton and that still associate, still attend reunions, still come and support the university. So all of them are part of our whole Scorpion Nation, and none is above the other. We appreciate all of them, and we are glad all the time to have them with us.
Sometimes most of the alumni associations, we hear them say, former graduates and former students. Is that how the Scorpion Nation is also built?
The Scorpion Nation is a holistic one. We love our students back home. It is them that we work for. We don't try to put division between us and them. We're part of a nation and we all are one. That's one of our slogans. We are one. That's
no, there are some people who just went to Cotton, but they never graduated.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah, those are the members I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. But you've heard before, once in Christ, never out. So once you touch the shores of Cotton University, even if you attended for one day, you're part of the Alumni Association. We have a lot of examples, of people that partake in our association that didn't graduate, because there are a lot of things that that at time history interfere with people studies at Cotton. For example, the coup, we had 1985, we have 1990. So in as much as people loved the school, there were conditions that they had to move. And I think for us to have them not be part of the association is not, fair to them. So once you attend that Cotton, you are part of our association. You are part of our nation, our Scorpion Nation.
You are having a weekend filled with activities in Maryland. So on Friday, what is happening?
On Friday, we're having a dance, a get together. We call it Denim and Diamonds. We ask our guests to wear jeans and diamonds, anything with bling. It's just to have fun for us to enjoy ourselves. We're going to mingle, we're going to dance, we're going to talk, reminisce. There's food. It's for $25. There will be food there as well. And we're having it at the Episcopal Church of the Ascension in Gaithersburg, down in the basement in Gaithersburg, Maryland. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's our usual Friday night activity when we get together on the weekend for our reunions.
Quickly, if I may ask, right? You are the outgoing president of the Scorpion Kingdom. Once a scorpion is always a scorpion. What are some of those legacy that you've left behind that you think the next person that is about to take on the mantle of authority should be able to build on those legacy of you as an outgoing president?
Oh, that's an excellent question. There are things that we have done as a group, but we Cottongtonians, we see ourselves as one. So what I've done or what we've accomplished is accomplished for us because we are all part of a group. So we paved roads on Cottington. We've just installed solar lights on Cottington. We were able to assist the nursing college with funds that help them get their accreditation to be able to open the college. So that we're constantly engaged with the school, and we're constantly trying to bring our school to the highest level that will make us proud and Liberia proud. Because when we do things, it's not only about us as Cottongtonians lifting our university up, it's about us lifting Liberia up, making Liberia a better place, providing competent students to be able to steer the wheels of time.
On Saturday, there's going to be an installation program. And where is this going to take place? Would you have any fees attached?
Yes. On Saturday, we're going to be having a dinner and dance. We are going to be having at the Norbeck Country Club in Rockville, Maryland. We'll be installing our new president, Ann Varney Obi. And we're excited. We're very excited. And like I tell people, leadership is not something to be held on to. It's a relay. So we'll be passing the torch to Ann. And I'm telling you, as Cottongtonians, when we pass the light, it shines brighter. So all that I've done, all that has been accomplished in the years that we have served, served as president of this association, it's going to grow higher. You're going to see better things. The dream's going to be bigger because they have our shoulders to stand up on. So they're going to lift the organization much, much higher than where we carry it. So we're excited for the new leadership. We're excited for what Ann Varney is going to be doing with the association going forward. But today...
Do you have a list of those who will be taking leadership on Saturday?
I'll talk about the president, Ann Varney. She's going to be installed as president. The vice president will be Yampi Konompiwu. The secretary general is Josephine Simmons Dennis. And the chaplain is going to be Father Edward Thompson.
That's great. And after the installation and the dinner on Saturday, what are we going to do on Sunday? Church and what?
On Sunday, there's nothing that can happen with us giving thanks to God. We're having a Thanksgiving service at the Episcopal Church of the Ascension. So we will be there at 10 o'clock in the morning, praising God for all his goodness to us. After that, our choir, under our leadership, we're able to establish a alumni choir. So they will be making their maiden performance at the same Episcopal Church of the Ascension. So they will be there, and after that, we'll be having a picnic, and we'll all be going home. So it's going to be an exciting weekend. We invite all our friends and family, those interested in education of Liberia. This is the place to come. It's not, when you come and support us, you're not just supporting an institution. You're supporting a country. You're supporting Liberia. You're lifting it forward. So it's not about, I didn't go to Cottonton, or, that's not my university. It's about Liberia. And we all know we want to lift Liberia higher.
So you turning over, is it an excitement or a regret that you are going to give it to another person this relay?
Oh, no, it's definitely an excitement. I said before that leadership is not to be held on to, it's to be given to the next person, because you don't have all the ideas. You've done your best you can with your time in leadership. It's time for other people to bring their dreams to the association, their thoughts, their expertise, because we all know that we are not an island. So we know other people need to come on it. We need other people to be able to grow. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the next steps that are going to happen. I'm very, very excited. I think the association will do very, very well in the hands of the new team. And I'm excited. I'm here to help them any way I can. And we will be moving forward. Scorpions, if you know us, we are very, very, very tenacious. And we will not let go. We'll not stop. And we'll keep pushing. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the association.
In one word, what could you say to somebody who's in America that want to, that feels like it's not the right time to be part of this association? What could you say to them to encourage them to join the Huntington Alumni Association in the Americas?
I will be telling them, come on board, brother or sister. You're missing a lot, because it's not all about money or people not being able to afford the dues, and that obligates you to the association. You meet your old friends. You learn a lot. There's a network there. You may be looking for a job. We got a lot of professional people in our organization. We got people with master's degree, doctors, and everything. So those are all people that you can network with. So I will tell you, come on board, join us, come to the reunion, join us, and let's keep the ball rolling.
But before Mr. Abu come on, right? There's somebody who's asking if there's criteria to be met by, an individual who wants to be a beneficiary of what you said earlier on, that you give him back to school. If there's criteria, or it's just focused on giving back to the Cottonton University.
Yeah, that's what our charter says. We raise money to support Cottonton. That's what we do. So the money we get goes right back to Cottonton. We cannot take it outside of that, because we got a law, so they would get us. So every penny we raise goes to Cottonton, goes to the benefit of Cottonton.
Okay, Massa is giving up the leadership after 4 years of that leadership. Can you tell me exactly what were the projects you undertook and what were the achievements?
Okay. Some of the projects, well, if someone had been to Cottonton, the road from the gate to the student center was dusty. We managed to pave that. We paved that road, and we also was able to put solar lights on the Cottonton campus. All the dormitories now have solar lights. The administrative building runs solar lights. The library run by solar lights. So it's not a dark place if you go there at night. And right now, the students will be able to study the lesson, because we in America, we have our nephews and nieces and even friends, family people on Cottonton, and they complain, no life for us to study into, it's hard and all the things. So we listen to the calls of the students on Cottonton and the faculty and the president, and we're able to put solar lights there. So we're glad about that accomplishment. We were able to also provide funds for nursing books. So the nursing college can get their accreditation from the government of Liberia. We sent computers to Cuttington to build a computer lab. We also send smart boards to the donor of one of our alums, and it was good. I mean, it's good. Those are some of the things we're able to do for Cuttington. And a lot more, and more than that, bringing the association together, bringing the Cuttingtonians together in America, Americas, that has been a great accomplishment. Before we took over, we had like 20, 30 active members. Since we took over, we have been able to gain at least 100 active members, and that's quite an accomplishment. That's quite an accomplishment for our team.
What have been some of your own challenges leading the association to such a great progress? What have been your own challenges, and what can you recommend to the upcoming leadership that is about to take on the mantle of authority from you as an outgoing president?
We had lots of challenges, but challenges, I see them as an opportunity. So those challenges we had, we used them to bring people together. Where we had people that was in the organization that may have fallen by the wayside, we look on new avenues to get people into the organization. So, for example, we never had a choir before for our association. Right now, we're able to tap on the resources, go into that group of Cuttington students, Cuttington alumni, and get people there. And we now have a choir that will be performing on Sunday. And basically, challenges, I just always say people should see it as opportunities. Look at it and see how you can grow from these challenges. And that's what we did as my team and I.
Do you sometimes try to look at giving out some scholarships, awarding scholarships to deserving people on Cottonton? Because that's hard.
Yeah, people, some of the students, alumni, if they want to give scholarships, they go through the association. So we welcome that because that's also a way of growing the organization. So even as we took over, we also had an educational committee, where we focus on a lot of educational projects, bringing it forward. Like right now, we have a lecture series that we have 4 times a year. Our World Teachers Day, since we took office, it's a big deal for the teachers on Cuttington. So we facilitate them in having programs and just appreciating them on World Teachers Day. And my dynamic vice president, one who heads that on committee, and she does a lot of work in bringing the association together and the experts from our alumni, bringing them together. We look forward to having online classes. Those are things that through the education committee that we plan to instill into put into the organization so we'll be able to grow.
I'm glad you're talking about the educational committee. You see, there will be sometimes, I remember in the past, sometimes or other alumni associations for grade school like Cottonton, sometimes they are here. You may be looking out there to see whether there are scholarships that you may decide to invite your students who are current students on Cottonton to at least apply for, and you assist them in finding them a better way to do it. Because as the times we went to school way before the war, we've heard that there were times most of the students who went to Cottonton were those ones that came on student exchange, and some people on Cottonton, sometimes just after 1 or 2 years, there is a scholarship that will make them to come to the United States to complete their programs. Do you think that could be a new direction or another direction that Cottonton that the Scorpion Nation will be moving to us?
Absolutely. We're crawling right now. We're growing. This was under my administration. It was the first time we had the education committee. So we're still crafting the committee, but scholarships and and getting students here to benefit from grants from other universities are definitely on our agenda. We also have an agenda with, they have the Friends of Cottington, which are people from that not necessarily attended Cottington, but people that that taught on Cottington, that friends with the Episcopal Church, that think about growing the institution. They too are vested in getting students here for scholarship. But that is something that, in your administration, you cannot accomplish everything. Yeah, so that's something that I'm sure the new administration will be thinking about and thinking on how to grow get students from Liberia on education scholarships into the United States. But that's a great accomplishment when we get that done.
From one female president to another female president, what does that mean?
It means that women rock. We rock, and we're ready to take the lead. We don't like to say that it's from one woman president to the next. We see ourselves as individuals coming to serve the institution. So we're not looking at say, we're passing it over to another woman to the association. We are passing it over to another individual who's going to do their very, very best to get our alma mater to a higher level.
Well, that's a great thing there, as I see.
In one word,
the event on Sunday, any fee attached to it? The choir singing and other things.
The choir singing. There are going to be fees attached to it. $20, regular $50, and $100. So those are going to be attached to the choir program.
What do you expect in terms of the outcome of this program on Saturday, on Sunday?
Yeah, what we expect even though we will be raising funds, we expect to raise a lot of funds, but we also appreciate it's not all about money. We also appreciate the camaraderie that we're going to have on that weekend. It's just like when we meet on the weekends, like we're still on Cottington, it's just fun. The same jokes. We act like we never grew up. We go back. I'm not even going to call it years. We go back a lot of years, yes, when we were on Cottington, and we have fun. We love each other. We have fun with each other. So
and bring it together, the Nada and Mason spirit.
Yeah, Nada, Mason, and Freeman. We have 3 clubs on Cottington, and that's where we raise our most money, because everybody wanted bragging rights that they have the queen. So that's our highlight of the weekend, to see how much funds we raise. And we've raised a lot of funds over the years. The 3 clubs have done very, very well in raising funds towards for our alma mater, and I expect a lot of funds to be raised this weekend as well for our alma mater.
Well, I'm not.
Do you see yourself coming back to leadership anytime soon in the association, or do you solely rely on the current leadership and leadership to come asking for your advice and mentorship?
Yeah, we have run our course, and we must take our bow. I said again, I will always say leadership is not to be held on to, it's to be passed on. It's a relay. So we are here if they need advice, if they need thoughts, we're here. We're here to give it to them. And that's why, we lead and step back and give others the chance to lead. So we're here. And the new president, she knows she got my entire support, my full support, and I'll be cheering her on in the background and hoping that she succeeds. I know she will succeed because she has dreams for the institution.
During the election, I know you already had your election. During the election, I know you gave a farewell speech. Can you just help us with that same speech and what you're going to say until Saturday to your comrades?
My farewell speech is going to be said on Saturday night. And I'm just going to thank those who supported me, because I could not have accomplished what I've accomplished with all the support. My team, full of spirit, full of vigor, they came together and joined me for us to lift our alma mater up. So I will definitely be thanking them. I will also be thinking about those partners who are not Cottontonians that decided to join me to raise funds. So there, I'm going to be thanking them as well. So
there was something where we were talking earlier today, and I asked you about this membership. What kind of membership do you give to the spouses of members who are active or not that?
Well, anybody can be members of Cardinal Alumni Association. For example, the mayor of Helena, he is a member of the Wilmer Collins. He's a member of he's a member of the Cardinal Alumni Association. He went to LU, but he pays dues. He like anybody else pay due. So he believes in our cause. He has friends that attend Cottonton, so he believes in the cause, so he pays. So those are things. Anybody can become Cardinal, even you, you know. And as I speak to you now, I'll just a moment of silence, you know, because I know you to remember your late wife, Comfort Abu, who attended Cottonton. So you have been involved one way or the other, whether by standing back because she paid dues, she donated to the association. So your family has supported us. So I can we remember her? Can we remember her just for even 10 seconds? Yeah, may Comfort soul rest in peace. So
thank you so much.
Yeah, so anybody can be a member of Cottonton Alumni Association. Pay your dues and come and join us. It's for a cause. Like I say, we go for it for our alma mater, but it's more than that. It's supporting Liberia, education in Liberia. So it's not, you have to think bigger than that thing out of.
Before I go, what is the collaboration between the Scorpion Nation in the United States or outside of Liberia and the Scorpion Nation in Liberia?
There's collaboration. We have a president in Liberia, Mighty White, that's working for the association. So we all come together. We're all doing the same thing. We're doing it for the same cause. So there's collaboration. There is collaboration.
Well, in your packing, can you just summarize what is happening this weekend so that it can remain in our ears?
Okay. This weekend, the Scorpion Nation is coming together to celebrate each other and raise funds for our alma mater, Cardinal University in Liberia. We are going to Friday night. We're going to have a Denim and Diamonds at the Episcopal Church of the Ascension in Gaithersburg, Maryland. So we're going to be there. There's food. You have free food. Entrance is $25. So you're going to come and enjoy yourself, enjoy and see how Scorpions party. On Saturday, there's a Rise and Shine in the morning. It's free, but we're just going to hang out and talk about Cottonton. And it's free. That one is free. It's at the Episcopal Church of the Ascension. On Saturday evening is a dinner and dance at 6 o'clock at the Norbert Country Club, where we're going to raise funds for our association. There will be a queen contest between the Nada, Mason, and Fremont clubs, and we're going to get a queen from there. On Sunday, we're going to have a church Thanksgiving service. Our guest speaker is Reverend Enid Cole. She's going to be talking about grace for the next level. And after that, there will be a choir concert. The amounts are $20, $50, and $100. All these tickets can be purchased on our website and cardinalalumni.org. And on Sunday afternoon, we're going to be going home and trying to get together and make sure that check everything, check our money.
Well, you've heard it out there. That's Madam Massa Morgan, the outgoing president of the Cardinal University Alumni Association in the Americas. They are having a wonderful and opportunistic weekend in Maryland, USA. So if you are anywhere out there who love Cottington or who believe in the cause of Cottington, we call you to come to Maryland this weekend. When you come, tell Massa Morgan that Will Stevie invited you and you come. All you have to do, if they say $20, pay your $20. They say $25, the discount will still be there for $25, but you pay $25. So, Madam Morgan, thank you so much. And
thank you so much for having me.
For our country.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure having you on, Madam Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. McGill. Thank you very much.
No problem. Always hoping to have you on here to discuss that.
Anytime.
Okay. She's Madam Massa Morgan, and she's been our guest. So that is it, Mr. Abu. We back now, and yeah, basically our next discussion point is on the Coalition for Democratic Change. They used to be that's the Congress for Democratic Change, rather. They used to be the Coalition for Democratic Change when they had.
Is it Coalition for Democratic Chance or Change?
It's change. Let me play their press conference today, and when we get back, once we get back, then we'll be able to talk more about everything that has happened concerning the CDC.
the credentials of the National Vice Chairperson for Operation and Political Education. I'm honored to turn the microphone over to Adilot Allen C. Wissel, Alvin, who will introduce the chairman of our party.
Thank you, comrades, members of the Honor Gun Affairs, the fighting forces, distinguished citizens who have been rudely awakened to the monumental contradictions that have been paraded by the petty rascals and state gangsters. The petty rascals and state gangsters who are desecrating national leadership and reducing our country's image to child's play. Congress, permit me to, in extension, recognize Liberia soon to be president by popular will and popular consensus of the dictatorship of the liberal proletariat and the masses of our people. Your Excellency, Comrade President George Manawia. Let me also, Congress, to recognize in extension the Irutag Secretary General of our movement, Comrade Jefferson Tamabochi. And all of you, the fighting forces, men and women, who continue to echo the voices of resistance, who continue to echo the voices of protest, who continue to sharpen the contradictions and show that the party's supremacy is perpetuated and represented across the political subdivisions of our country. Congress, like we said months, years, days ago, that the CDC National Party headquarters is a home of all revolutionaries. And it's a home to all revolutionaries. This place is not just a building, but it represents a shrine. It's a sacred theater where the blood and sweat of Maurice Kumar is built in November 7, 2011. So we listen to historical Jika fleets, state-sponsored bandits, like Joseph Human Waka, the last surviving mafia of the whole world. The remnant of the two party come here. Say once we erase the historic setting, the revolutionary guarantee and resilience of the intellectual matter coalition of democracy. We require the men and women of our great movement to rise in defense of the popular people liberation movement. And that's what we said, that a regime who worries more about an opposition party headquarters rather than thinking about the bread and butter issues of our country, the devastating and damaging U.S. State Department report. Instead of the regime contemplating on a damaging U.S. State Department report, the recurring fiscal crisis, the geopolitical tensions, the rising prices of commodities in this country, the overwhelming of drugs in Liberia. Instead of the regime contemplating about how she can gather up and make sure that she represents the masses of people adequately, the regime is parading in arrogance, in pageantry, and pomposity. It is our responsibility, Congress, to defend the revolutionary survival, supremacy, and ideological supremacy of this movement. And we'll do that without hesitation. As the chairman is about to take a flight, on Joseph Human Waka, let it be warned that you can take everywhere in this country. You can take a little machine. You can take your mansions in Foya. You can go ahead and take your Lexus. Because you're comfortable in pageantry, in luxury. But the party headquarters of our movement is a battle zone. Say yo! So we shall resist them say. We are prepared to react and act on the multiple political vibrations that shall be delivered here by the chairperson of the Technical Market Coalition for Democracy. Comrade Adello, permit me this time now to invite you. This is now your regular press conference. We ask the members of the Pope Estate who are here with us to pay keen attention and not the regular press conference. Those of you in the diaspora and our people across the country pay keen attention. We are not in the glass house. But those who in the glass house are prepared to throw stones, then there will be historical gamblers. We're going to show them that. Comrade Chairperson, the masters of our people, the man who has the mantle of the party, the man who has the final war on history, the man who has the final itinerary of the party. Comrade Chairperson, the chief convener of our party, millions of citizens are listening to you. Millions of citizens are listening. Regime puppets are also watching. They have abandoned their responsibilities. The state is also interested in what you say. What you say here will determine 2029, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the young people are saying to you, what you say here, if we do surrender, the 2029 will be surrender, Mr. Chairman. Amen. But if we push forward, the 2029 will be women won by the popular people movement under the banner of the Coalition for Democracy. So we are all ears. Thank you all so much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Man down. Man down. Man down. Man down responded to the battle cry. Wait, two. Say yo. Popular people say yo. Speak to the masses of our people. Say yo. Say yo.
Reiterates its unwavering commitment to the rule of law. This is a principle it upholds critically as a former ruling party and a key stakeholder in Liberia's collective well-being. Over the last 1 year, the CDC has engaged in negotiations with the owners of the property housing its national headquarters. The location the CDC has occupied at the investor aim for more than 2 decades, for more than 20 years, to secure its purchase. These discussions culminated in a right of first refusal offered to the CDC in 2024, which the party duly accepted. However, when the CDC sought to conduct standard due diligence inquiries regarding the property, the landlord reacted with hostility, abruptly initiating an illegal evasion attempt through the civil law court at the Temple of Justice in 2024. The CDC, being duly cognizant of its rights under the law, challenged this illegal action by filing a bill of information with the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, which in May 2025 ruled in favor of the CDC, affirming its legal tenancy under the interstate of Matos Tobofi Benar, represented by Mr. Ibrahim Van Dempster. Following this ruling in favor of the CDC by the Supreme Court of Liberia, the CDC
formally notified the estate of Martin Property Bernard of its readiness to exercise its right of first refusal as previously offered and accepted. Instead of proceeding with the lawful sale of the property housing the CDC headquarters, the estate acted in bad faith, issuing a 1-week eviction notice to the CDC on June 2, 2025, demanding the CDC to vacate its headquarters of 20 years. This action violated the binding agreement of offer and acceptance between the two parties. In response, the CDC filed a suit for specific performance at the civil.
So we like to say welcome back after that that you watch a welcome back. And Mr. Abu, welcome back. You listened to the CDC press conference today, and especially from their chairman, he said so many things. I think they are going to go back to the court to file another petition, calling to him if the court do not accept their petition, they are definitely going to civilly get evicted from the property and listen to whatever they could have said earlier on, because the co-stance has always been for the CDC to, be removed or leave its current premises.
For me, I mean, these are all delay tactics, and that is not going to help them in any way, legally or any other way. In the end, they will have to move. And any attempt to see that they want to destroy the property, thank God, CDC is an institution that can be sued. So, in this instance, what I'm understanding from them is that they will continue to delay because at some point today, the chairman, Ko, said, in preparation for all contingencies, the CDC is in the process of making arrangements for an orderly transition to a new headquarters in the event all of our legal options have been exhausted. So the legal options are intended to delay and to give them chance to vacate the premises. One thing I have noticed in all the statements, they have realized that that property doesn't belong to them. They keep explaining, yes, they did engage the owner of the property, yes. They did come to some agreements, yes. The owner of the property is also being very cognizant that that is a group that may be kind of dangerous to remove forcefully. So this is why they are deciding to take the legal issues.
To be real, right? These guys, these guys have agreed, and with a recent photograph of a blueprint on yesterday from the social media of former President George Weah. I'm about to display the photograph. They did a blueprint photograph of a new headquarters, and I'm surprised to waking up to a press conference. Let's say press conference that was being held at their current party headquarters, talking about so many other issues, speaking about this current eviction process. And if you dive deep into this, it tells you that uh, there's a lot more that the CDC was doing in the past 6 years when they occupied this area, and in the past 14 years, making it 20 plus years when they occupy this current headquarters. And again, it just make it look different to coming out like my boss have tell me this is this, and then I'll go behind Mr. Wisa to say what I want to say. Uh, President Weah shared this on his WhatsApp status, and this was also been taken to the social media. This photograph I have on the screen was taken to the social media by the president. Uh, how you call him? Special aid or whatever. Eugene Nangbe posting this on social media, talking about a blueprint of a new headquarters that are going to have so many things. And waking up this morning, I was so confused, like, what are these people doing? You have something different coming out of the president's social handle, and you have something different to say to the public relating to this whole eviction process. This alone shows that the CDC knows they have been in the wrong, and they are ready to comply with the law.
Yes.
They're not chairman. Yeah, they're not chairman waking up to say, we need this. We're gonna do this to making sure we stick to this. It's already something that is vivid. It shows that these guys have understand that there's no way they can be able to win this case.
They are trying to buy time because everyone that day he talking about Supreme Court. There is nothing in the Supreme Court for CDC. They are talking behind the scene to the owner of the property, and at the same time trying to throw stones and jibes at the government to make people believe that government is having influence into the eviction of CDC from the headquarters. And he is coming in with all these sympathetic statements that we have been there for over 20 years. We invested into the headquarters, hoping that we may have a time to buy it, and they were trying to regard it. I do have my property. I have my property. Okay? If to say that the contract that we signed or the lease agreement that we signed, it is still in force, and I want to remove you, then it becomes a problem. But the lease agreement has expired. You have gone to court. Now, why in court? Because you feel difficult for it to move. Oh, my children are growing up in this house. This is the area my children know. This is where they have gone to school, and all of this. This should have been the first argument that you placed in, but you played arrogance in the beginning, and then the landlord or the owner of the property decided that, okay, you will know who I am. The law is the law, and the law is taking course. Now, instead of doing anything, in Liberia today, I don't know why we are raising our young people with ignorance and disrespect to both the law and constituted authorities. That is the group of people that we have in CDC. I can tell anybody for fact. Everybody is leaving the judgment of the court and coming to say, oh, why is President Joseph Boakai is the one who wants them to move? Yes, he doesn't want you to move. President Joseph Boakai allows you to remain as a formidable force for democracy, for competition, for position for the presidency in this country. So he will not want you to be evicted. He wants you to have a comfortable place so that you can put up a good challenge. Not because I'm not sitting there, that's why they beat me. Oh, because I don't have a headquarters, that's why they beat me. Unity Party was evicted from their headquarters. And because they were matured people, they turned around and they were able to make more negotiations, and they moved into a small headquarters. That building picture you've seen, it's not a building anywhere. It's just a drawing. That is a blueprint. Where you see that building, even Eugene Nangbe cannot go into that building you see. George Weah cannot go into that building because it's not a building. That's just an AI picture that they put up to fool their members that they are doing something. But in the meantime, they are telling the candidates or their members, yes, we are negotiating to get another place. But now, who wants to give their property to you? They ruled for 6 years. They have control over everything. All of the people that they have, their supporters, some of them do have property, but they are not willing to give the property to CDC. They are not willing to do that. You know, they do have property. If
Why you think they're not waiting, Mr. Abu?
Because to put somebody in is easy, but to get them out is difficult. Just as how at their present place is difficult. That building you see there, you don't see no sycamore tree there. Sycamore tree is their level. So if there's no sycamore tree, they're looking for a place that there is a tree that they can refer to as a sycamore tree. You know, then they go build a glass house. That is a place with all glass. So when they're ready to throw stones, where are they going to throw the stone at? One of my men said that they will not be throwing stones.
They will be living in glass or in throw stone.
They will be throwing papers instead of throwing stones. You know.
So let me hold you on and announce the numbers while we having this conversation. Maybe we can have some calls coming in. So if you're watching us and you want to make a contribution to these discussions, ranging from our guest up to this topic about the CDC eviction from its current headquarters, you can call us on +231 778 701 +231 886 563652. These numbers are all on WhatsApp. You can also call us locally if you live in Liberia and make a contribution. Ask me or Mr. Abu will also tap up on our discussion, what we are saying. The numbers are on the screen there. Call us and make your contribution to the program, the roundtable. So let's continue, Mr. Abu.
Okay. They did say, I vividly listened to the chairman. He said that the government, because I don't know who they call the government has 3 branches. When the judiciary talk, it's the government. When the legislature talk, it's the government. The government must not only be the executive. So whatever the judiciary has said, that is what holds. They are saying that it is an illegal eviction attempt. The ruling came. If the judge believes that the bailiff alone cannot go and effect this, they have made several attempts. At this time, the court is asking the police or the Justice Ministry to help in enforcing this ruling. And the Justice Ministry will have to do it because their responsibility is to help to prevent or to enforce the law. No one must tell you who is educated that law is only coming from the Capitol building, The Temple of Justice, laws come from there, even though they are there to interpret the law. In the interpretation of the law, they make certain parts of the law very cardinal. This is why we keep going to them for explanation. What does CDC want the Supreme Court to explain in this case here? The man owns his property and he wants you to move. You had a contract, the contract expired, definitely. They are not going to say because the more you continue to be in the place, you are stopping the flow. Pretty soon, they will start charging them for the extra time that they are there. Even though CDC will say they want to pay, but that is not what the man wants. He wants his property either to transform it to something else.
Mr. Abu, one could say, why if the CDC is being evicted and they leave the place, and we see that the Unity Party now relocate to that same location with their party headquarters? What could one say out there in the public? Because this is something that is speculated that the current government, the current ruling government, is behind this whole eviction process.
The current government, Unity Party, let me inform you, it's a party of matured people and rational people. They would never go to the sycamore tree to call it a headquarters. And if they even say government is behind moving the eviction of CDC, it's not really the eviction of the CDC that the government is interested in. What they are interested in is to let the owner of the property have his property back, no matter who is inside there. Whether it is the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ that are in that house, the government wants them to make it available, to return it to the owner. So the government is not, this government is mature enough. They are not looking at CDC in that building. They want to give the building back to the man because the man has cried over the years for his building. That is the rationale of it. Let the man get back his building, no matter who is inside. As I said before, even the 12 disciples of Jesus can be there. They must leave and go to another holy place, go into another shrine, because it is these shrines that people have their cults.
Okay. So, Mr. Abu, quickly, let's just try to wrap it up. Let's range from our earlier discussion with our guests and some other issues across Liberia and currently with the CDC situation. Let's just try to wrap it up and call it a day now.
Well, I know this weekend, Cottington University Alumni Associations in the United States will be having a very, very, very wonderful weekend in Maryland State, United States of America. We are having people coming from all of the states in the U.S. to attend this program. And most of them include graduates, former graduates, and former students of Cottington who are coming there. In that program, as we understand, as we were told here by the outgoing president, Madam Massa Morgan, they're going to have something going on Friday night in Gettysburg, Maryland County. On Saturday, they will have another event in the morning, and in the evening, they will have a dinner ball, and at the same time have the installation of the new Corps of Officers led by Madam Anne Vanny. Is that the name she gave? The new leader of Cottington Alumni Association is called, I'm still looking for the name, where the last name is Vanny, and she's going to be the new leader. They'll be installed Saturday night, and Sunday morning they will have a prayer service at the church. And in the afternoon, the Cottington Alumni Association choir will be trailing the people at a picnic, and at that time it comes to the end of the program. We have some fees attached to it. If you have not rented your rooms yet, please try to make sure you do it. So the events start tomorrow, and Waze TV will be there to carry all of the programs live. We invite you to either go there directly or watch it live from Waze TV in the evening on Friday and also Saturday evenings. And then to close up, I come to the same issue with the Congress of Democratic Change, CDC, or some people, my friend calls it Congress of Democratic Chance, the big change to become leaders. So, but they brought in some changes, and one of the main change is to have young people disrespecting constituted authorities, and the court comes out with a judgment, and they are challenging the court, which is their right to challenge the court. But where does this go? The highest court, after you come from Supreme Court, I say you have to go back to God and rationality. But I see, from what I see and from all the press conferences, the new blueprint of something they put on Facebook, we know they have agreed that eventually they will leave. But they're just trying to buy time. So in buying time, they are looking for every little loophole to accuse people that it is the government that want them to move, and why, if the court needs to enforce some ruling, why are they calling the police to be there, and this and that. But we are saying that I'm very happy that the Congress of Democratic Change, CDC, have agreed or are intending to move, even though the chairman says that they are trying to go through every legal chances that they may have. They may not benefit from all of it. The law remains the law. The property is the property owner wants you to move. I understand. Even the chairman is a lawyer, is an attorney at law. He understands it. He understands what it is to forcefully keep yourself in somebody's property or in somebody's space, you know. So eventually they will leave. They said that they are trying to look for every way in the law, but that is not going to help them, no matter how long they stay. And I'm sorry, I'm really worried that if they continue to delay, the owner of the property is not going to get vexed and say, let me just sell it to them. I don't think he wants to sell it to them, you know. And as people will say, Unity Party has no interest into that building. Unity Party had their own time before. They were evicted. And they were evicted at the time CDC was the ruling party. You know, every news came about it, but Unity Party left. So what is wrong with CDC leaving? You know, have they grounded so much? Have they been grounded so much in that place that they cannot move? Let him move. Give the man his property. Let Liberia move forward.
Someone say because of the sycamore tree.
The sycamore tree can still be planted, you know, because they are so low. You know why they want the sycamore tree? They are so low. Many of them have low way of thinking, and they want to be heard. So they call it the sycamore tree. If you remember, when Jesus Christ was passing, the old man Zacchaeus had to climb into the sycamore tree so that he can be seen and heard. That is the story behind that sycamore tree. They are very low, they want to talk loud, and they try to compare it into the sycamore tree where Zacchaeus climbed, and they have to have that sycamore tree so that they can be yelling and screaming for people to hear how arrogant, how they disrespect constitutional authorities. But I just want to say thank you, and I'm glad. I want to say thank you to my friends in CDC. Please see reason, look for a way out, try to find another building, or you can temporarily be displaced while you find another building, but please try to leave the men's building. Do not put up contention, because that's just another way of distracting the development that is going on in Liberia now. Don't forget, you build a very nice park across the road from you. You know, that is very nice. So do not destroy somebody's property. No one has ever gone around anything that CDC government did. We praise them for it. They made Liberia beautiful. So please leave the property and look for somewhere else to go. Some of your members do have beautiful places. They have beautiful compounds. Let them lease it to you. Try to talk within yourself and find someone, you know. But you cannot have people who have property within your institution and you try to hold somebody's property. Why one of you cannot sacrifice for CDC? Why can't you sacrifice for CDC? Okay, I give my property. All of you, many of you, including even the chairman, they all have big compounds. Let them give some of these compounds. So I want to say thank you. Tomorrow, Ways TV will be in Gettysburg to bring you live the Cardinal Association program.
Thank you so much for coming on, Mr. Abu, and thanks to all of our followers here on the program, The Roundtable. We come on next week, Tuesday, with another fascinating presentation. Until we talk again, my name is William McGill. Many thanks to Mr. Abu for being part of this presentation. Bidding Mr. Abu a pleasant weekend and have a great weekend there in the USA.
When the nation speaks, the roundtable listen Tuesday and Thursday, 10 p.m. Join the conversation that matter the most, live, unfiltered, unapologetic, with local voices and international minds. The roundtable dive deep into today's toughest questions in society, politics, culture. Nothing is off limits. Your voice, your questions, your platform. Live on Wiz TV, featuring top panelists Mr. Samuel Abu, Mr. Hamed Fofana, Mr. Cyrus Gray, Mr. Jai Brad Blamo, and your host, William McGill. Heated debate, eye-opening truths, and real impact. Tune in to the Roundtable every Tuesday and Thursday, only on Wiz TV Live. The Roundtable, where every voice counts. When the nation speaks, the Roundtable listens.